So welcome to Challenge the Road. I don't know if I've made the biggest error of my life, but we're going to find out. I have bought an MS RT van to replace the Range Rover, if you can believe it. I think we'll start with the Range Rover. Let's just start with things I like, things I don't like. I love the look of it. I really love this blue, SVO blue. I think it looks stunning. I liked having the charger on the front. Made it a lot easier for me. The ones on the side I think are a bit of a problem, and I wish everyone had the same charging point on the front really with electric cars. Lights are lovely. At night they're absolutely fantastic. Really like the wheel design. Very big alloy. I think it's a 23-inch rim, but it does ride really nice. Down the side, some people have these in aluminium, but I quite like it in blue. I think it's quite subtle. Now, as a passenger, I'm just going to open the door here. Doors are very easy. One problem I have had is side steps. Now, a couple of people have cut their legs on these because when you get in, first of all, you forget they're there and you cut them. Or goes right along your shins. Not very nice. Well, you get used to it because obviously you've had your leg cut once, so hopefully you won't do it again. They are useful getting in, but a couple of times I've really whacked my knee on this and it's very, very painful. So I'm not sure whether I would just leave it with no side steps, but I do like them, so it's tricky, but it's quite an expensive option on Range Rover. Now inside, as a passenger, they are lovely seats. It is a lovely place to be, but just being in the van earlier, it is quite a small cabin compared to what I'm going to have in there, so we'll have to see. Meridian sound system, that sounds fine. Lots of options on the seats, the controls, so nice place to be. In the back, I think this is the best place to be, but obviously you need a chauffeur, which is me normally with the school run. But lovely in here, little area for the cup holders at the front. This comes down, so it is a 5-seater, but this comes down, press of a button. Now, it still feels quite small in here, especially as we were coming from the van, but it's a lovely place to be. I do like the cream interior, all the same as the front, heated seats, all them type of things. Whether we're going to miss that, we'll have to see. Now let's go around the back as the sun comes out. It's a lovely day now. Now, I like the back of the car. I like these new lights they've done, new LED lights, but I'm going to give you the big problem with this car and why we changed. Here we go. Now, when you have a hybrid, a lot of the batteries apparently are under here or in this area. Now, it's very small. I think it's smaller than the Q5 I had, because as you see, this raises up here. So it's taken a lot of the room. And also where the seats are and not where this back bit is, it's actually sort of angled right towards you, taking up a lot of the boot. So really, there's not much space at all. And with 4 sets of golf clubs, fishing stuff, it's not going to work. I'm disappointed with that, but that's how it is. I do like this feature where you can just have that up, or if you're really rich and you're going shooting all the time, you can sit on here, which is nice. Never done it, but I'm sure it's good. Takes my weight as well, which is good. This has been fine. Now the only problem I've had, the boot wouldn't close. Please close, please close. What was happening was it would stop here, but also there's some sensor in here that drives you mad. You'll go one day and it'll work, and then the next day it won't work, or it stops halfway up. Today it obviously worked because we're filming, but sometimes it'll just stop there and you go, what did I do? And it's a bit of a bugger. We'll come round this side and let's have a look at the front and the driving position. Right, so let's go in the front, up the side step, straight in. That's where you can catch your knee when you get in, so you have to be careful with that. So as you get in, it's a really nice driving position, and the seat is really, really comfortable. So for me, there's lots of adjustment, and I think it's probably one of the best cars you can actually get to sit in. Now, the only problem is Apple CarPlay and just the systems in here. I don't know how, because it's a 2019 car, but they've got glitches and the problems are a pain. Now, you'll be on Apple CarPlay and then it will switch to normal mode. Then it will switch back to Apple CarPlay. This is in a call. And what would happen is you're cutting people off and then going back. And it's a bit embarrassing, I think. You know, for a car that's retailing at 120,000, I know we didn't pay that for this, but it's still a £120,000 car. You expect better. I'm not a fan of this. I prefer buttons for a lot of stuff, like just the heated seats and different bits. You've got to go into different modes. You could probably configure stuff, but I just like things to be really easy, really simple. I like the dash in the front. I think that's pretty good. These buttons can be a little bit iffy on here. Cup holders have worked well. Obviously I'm going to miss the fridge. That is, yeah, I am going to miss the fridge. I forgot about that. Okay, well, we'll work on that. We're going to go and see the custom van people in Wales and have a chat with them at the factory and see what they could do. But no, it's a really nice place to be. It's very, very snug in here, and I can see that for a car that we look at being virtually the same length as a van, we're going to see a massive difference in there in the actual size. But obviously these seats are massive. It has got massage seats. I found that made me feel sick, so I don't really use them. Heated seats are fine. I like the heated windscreen, but I've got that on the Ford, which we'll go through. But otherwise, you know, it's a nice place to be. The sound system's pretty good. Trying to think of anything else here. I do like the sunroof. That's something I miss on the van, but because it just gave a lot of light in here. But otherwise, yeah, nice place to be. This will go for sale, this car, at VVS in the next couple of weeks. Steering wheel, that felt fine, all felt good. So yeah, nothing on this really. Let's move over to the van and go through everything in there, and then we can see if I've made the worst decision of my life. So we've moved over now. Here's the rally van. No, here's the Transit Custom van. It does look a bit like a rally car though. Look at this. Lovely spoilers, flares, vents. Look at those Oz rims, they're just the nuts. I'll tell you what, I'd have them on the Aston Martin. I've actually contacted someone to see if they can, because they just look fantastic. Now, width-wise, it's the same width as the Range Rover, but this ad is just a little bit more. But you can just fold them in, put them back. I've actually done that today. I think it looks great. I know what you guys think. I think it looks fantastic, and actually, everywhere I go, people keep letting me out, which is great. And when you're in a big Range Rover, normally you have to sit there and wait. So that's a big positive already. I like the badges, like the stickers. Lock on the door. Coming round, sliding doors both sides. That's very useful. This is blacked out. There is also a blind you can have that goes up here. Very big alloys and tyres. 255s on these. That's actually bigger than my Aston Martin. 255s on the back. I like this arch extension here. I like the black. I like the colour. Fake vents here. So yeah, so it's a really, really good looking van. Now, I'd been looking at these for a long time, and it's something I really wanted because I like rally cars. If you like rally cars, you like rally vans. We've always had a van. In the business, we've had a van since 2006. We've got the VW Transporter we use as well. So I'm used to them and I like them. Now round here, let's have a look at the back. Now this, I think, needs painting. So Matt Lewis is going to get a call on that. I like the exhaust. I like the little rear diffuser. Rear camera here, I've already used that, works very, very well. That's one of the key things we're going to come back to. Everything works. And when you're mucking around with stuff, you just want stuff to work. But you've got to see this. Now, you have a choice on these. You can either go double door or you can go with a tailgate. But this is a tailgate one. Look at that. So I've got 4 sets of golf clubs. You also get this as well. Let's have a look at this then. And this is great for me because I need, is that the wrong way around? Which way around is this? Yeah, because I need a hat, especially in the summer, or I get burnt. So yeah, love that tyre pressure thing. But look at the space. Look how much space I've got, and I want to work on this and put maybe a shelf in there. I put my fishing stuff. I could get a bike in here, easy. get a couple of bikes. But look, that is 4 sets of golf clubs. They do not go in the Range Rover. So how is I going to work with that? I think this is just perfect for me, because I can just do whatever I want, whenever I want. And that was the problem. I was having to store stuff and take it out, and I just can't be asked, to tell the truth. Now, quite easy to get into, because this is very low. Again, if I'm shooting, I can sit on that the same as the Range Rover. But yes, a massive size. I haven't worked out how big it is yet inside, but it must be 6 times bigger, I reckon. 6 times bigger. I say the length of the vehicles are about the same. That's 4.9 metres, this is 5 metres. The width is within, I think it was 2 metres for the Range Rover, or just under 2 metres, and 2 metres for this, but the wing mirrors add a little bit as well. So there's not a lot in it. It's a little bit taller, which we'll go through in a minute. So let's bring this down. And let's just have a look inside, because we'll start with the passenger bit. Let's go in here. Let's just jump in. It's nice in here, and there's loads of room, loads of space. I love these seats. You see this 2017 World Rally Championship Drivers Champions 2018. It's lovely leather and suede, and the quality, to tell the truth, looks as good as Aston Martin. I can't really see any difference between this and my Vantage, if I'm honest. But there's lots of little bits that we're going to be able to add, hopefully. Like, I'd like maybe some trays here. But my daughters have been in here and they love it. As I say, you can have this blind on there. You can see back through, because there's a little hole here with a little cage. Obviously, if my daughters are naughty, I can, no, only joking. But it's nice that you can see through there. Nice headrests. It's very good. And if you're going on a long trip, you'll see we've got 6 seats. We've only got 5 in the Range Rover, so 6 seats is really cool. There's not much more in here. So what we do, I'm going to jump in the driver's seat, the same as the Range Rover, and go through that with you. Right, so let's just jump in as if we're the driver. Now, no side steps here. I haven't really missed them, but so let's jump in. Now, the first difference is there's so much space here. I've got cubby holes here. Here, we've got iPhone sockets, 12-volt sockets, more space here. Something here, probably put the phone there. Sunglasses. Everything is for the driver in this. Everything. It feels really good. I watched some reviews, they were saying about the automatic here, the gear lever and some things, but I haven't really struggled with that. But I do use Siri a lot. I don't overly use too many buttons sometimes on here. Now, the other big thing with this, everything works. It says passenger door open, but we know that. But this is really good. I like this setup. It's very simple, very easy. Heated seats, push button. Oh, it can park. It's got a parking aid as well, so it can park itself. That could be good. 12 volt there. We've got a 230 volt there for stuff. Just as someone phones me. Where is that phone?
In my pocket.
Oh, I'll grab it.
Do you want it?
Right, I've took the call. It's only the wife, it's fine. Now, here we go. I love this up here. Super simple, super easy. Now, one thing is, when you get in a car, you want it to link up to the Bluetooth and that. And this does really, really quick, which makes a big difference with stuff. Everything in here works and is very fast. I'm super impressed with that. Haven't used the sat nav. Haven't actually used the new bi-xenon lights at night yet, but obviously we're going to do a road video. Today is just to go through the cars. Chunky steering wheel. I don't mind that. Lovely bit of carbon here. I've been driving it today. It feels fine. Seats, not as comfortable as the Range Rover, but I sort of knew that because obviously it's a slimmer line seat, but you can upgrade the seats. And if you know me, you know I'm going to tune this. They've told me there's a sports exhaust on an app that you can make it sound like a V8 and it go whoom whoom. So we're going to go for that. We're going to get some mud flaps on here. I want to maybe change the seat to a lovely Recaro seat or a Sparco, something really cool in here. Sound system's good. Everything's good in here. So at the moment, I'm pretty happy. The only thing is the ride is obviously quite crashy compared to the Range Rover, but the Range Rover was one of the best of the best. So I think that's just going to take a little bit of time to get used to, but again, you can upgrade the suspension. I think it may be because it's sitting up quite high and the tyres have got quite a big load rating, so it might be simply a case of changing to Michelin's and then I can get the ride correct. One of the big things in here is your vision. It's like you're just looking at a full-size 60-inch telly. You see everything. I haven't had much trouble getting out of junctions at all. The wing mirrors are very good. The reversing camera is good. So far, so good. The other nice thing, my daughters sit in the front and I can actually talk to them, which is nice. Whereas normally I have one in the back with the AirPods on, the other one in here. They both sit in the front, which I think is really nice, and they can see out. They don't get car sick. I can talk to both of them, and it just feels really nice picking them up from school. And I think that's worth changing from the Range Rover just for that. Miles per gallon, let's have a chat about that. About the same. The Range Rover's getting about 30. This is supposed to do 30 to 32, but I haven't really done enough miles to know. Tax, £335. I think that's about the same as the Range Rover. CO2 on this, 185. Euro 6, so it's fine for London with the congestion charge and stuff. So yeah, it is a diesel though. So I've gone back to diesel. After saying I wouldn't do diesel because of all the stuff, I'd go high, I've gone back to diesel, and it's only because there isn't an option. There isn't an option of a hybrid van, but I think if there was, I'd probably go for that. And then I'm in, a fantastic lifestyle. I think this is a lifestyle vehicle. I was thinking, can we call it a van? It's not really a van, is it? It's a lifestyle vehicle. If you've got an active life, I think with COVID and everything that's happened, people want to get out more, want to do more stuff. So why restrict yourself? Why think these SUVs and that are the best things? Maybe you're better off in something like this. You can go anywhere, you can get lots of people in, you can have fun, you could pick up other people's children, go out, go to a park or go cycling, do whatever you want. But I think this is an underestimated vehicle, and more people are going to go for things like this. So I hope you enjoyed that. We're going to get out on the road and we're going to do the next video, but that gives you just sort of a bit of a flavour of what's going to happen. Am I going to keep it? Am I going to not like it? We're going to see. So hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe to our channel. We've got more videos coming soon, and I'll see you soon.